So we did a complaint about it. So I was
Yes,
coming
about
to
what?
you.
What about what?
About what you were talking about.
And what?
Talking about reproduction, talking about what your bits for.
What
your
bits?
dangly bits.
Oh.
Well, you're talking about your penis and your balls, basically, aren't they?
Are we not?
Remember the public's complaint about what you were talking about.
Right, I understand you coming to me, right?
Yeah.
I completely understand that, right?
So,
But-
when we came upstairs, you were talking about vasectomies, we sure vasectomies.
Is it not okay to talk about vasectomies?
Well, no, vasectomies is fine, but I don't suppose everybody wants to hear it, really. If for somebody to come and complain about it,
Yeah.
you must have said something that's offended somebody.
Well,
and I haven't heard it yet.
Yeah,
so
I understand that.
I just want to come up and have a chat to you.
No, I get that, Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm here as part of an experiment I'm involved with, which is a political party that I'm involved with, called the Expiry Party. And we are calling. I know it's just a small idea that I'm involved with, right? And we are calling for to make reproduction illegal.
Right.
Yeah. So because we believe that reproduction is the source of all problems. So
That's a natural human.
oh yeah,
isn't it?
I know it's a natural
So-
human thing, but that doesn't mean so is all sorts of nasty things are also natural.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like behaviours that you police, you could argue are natural. Do you know what I mean? It's natural to, in some ways, it's natural for some people to kill people. It's natural for some people to rape people.
Wouldn't go that far.
Well, come
It's not
on.
natural, is it?
No, but it is in some people's nature.
unnatural.
In some people's nature, it is.
Not
yeah.
in general.
Anyway, I know it's natural, but we are saying even though it's natural, it's like a kind of experiment. I'm playing around with ideas, yeah.
Right.
So
Okay, well, look. Regardless of your ideas, I respect that.
yeah.
If I get you more confident about what you're talking about, if I
Yeah.
hear it, I will move you on. Or,
Right.
you know
Okay,
what I mean?
but
Because
have I said
this
something
is,
that-
this is all about breach of the peace, isn't it? Yeah,
Oh,
if you cause a breach of the peace,
Yes.
I'll take action.
Right.
So it's just a friendly. Hey, somebody's complained.
And
So-
where does the idea of freedom of speech fit into all this?
Well, freedom of speech is freedom of speech. But
Yeah.
You've got a loud hailer.
Yes.
Yeah. You haven't got any specific authority from either Corporation of London. Unless
Yeah.
you're going to tell me you have.
Well,
to
I
be
mean,
here
do I need that? I've been doing this for about 10 years, so I
No.
wasn't aware that you
No, I'm
need
just
that.
saying you haven't got that.
But do You're ordering me to stop.
I'm asking you to stop
and if
because you've upset more people.
Yeah.
Originally 10 minutes before, I was here, or
Yeah.
about 8 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And I said to you, if you upset more people, it
Yeah.
could provoke a breach of the peace.
Right.
Okay? 2 people have just said to me they're getting really upset by what you're saying. Yeah. And you are causing people to shout back at you and everything.
Right.
Okay, so I'm really asking you politely.
Yeah, no, I get
just
that.
move on.
Right,
please.
okay. My name's Danny. What's your name?
Your name's Danny.
Danny. What's
Daniel
your name?
Wad.
Danny. Just Danny. What's your name?
Danny. Steve.
Steve. Nice to meet you, Steve. Okay, so
Okay,
my,
so
my
that's-
question is, I part of what I do is to question everything, and I certainly question authority. Yeah.
Okay, well,
so
you
I'm
can't
questioning.
question
No, I
authority
am
with
questioning.
respect,
Well, I am
because I'm a
doing.
police officer.
Well, I understand that, but I
Yeah,
can
I've been
still
a police
question
officer a
whether
very
you.
long time.
You may do it being, yeah, but I do still question some of the things that you do, and I'm questioning what you're doing here right now because I'm trying to. What I want to ascertain is, what are you going to do if I continue? That's the important part, isn't it?
Well,
Because you're
one-
asking me politely, but what if I continue?
One potential is you could
Yeah.
be arrested for causing breach of the peace.
Right, but,
That's a
but do you know
potential.
what the definition of breach of the peace is?
I do actually, yeah.
Well, should we have a look at it?
Well, I don't
Go
need
for
to
it.
because
Oh,
I
go
know
for it. What is
you
the
do.
definition of breach of the peace?
Listen, it's a breach of the peace if you're
Yes.
causing people to get angry at what you're saying.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you're
and
saying.
I know you're going to say.
Is that-
sorry,
that-
2 seconds. I know you're saying about expression of
No, is that the
speech and freedom
definition of
speech.
breach of the peace?
No, it's not.
What is the definition?
Well, verbatim.
Yes.
I couldn't read it out to
Well,
you.
why
but
don't
I
we
know
look it
when
up?
breach of the peace is being caused. Because I don't need to.
Well, you do because
Daniel,
the
because
words
I
are
know-
are the words not
No.
part of the important of the law.
Listen, people
you
have come
actually
up to
think
me,
that
people have come up to me
Yeah.
and said you're upsetting them by what you're
Right,
talking about.
and-
And listen,
Yeah.
the British Transport Police have had a
Yeah.
complaint through on a text
Yeah.
saying, like, for example, you're saying, well, he definitely shouldn't be reproduced. He shouldn't be reproduced.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's quite offensive to people.
right.
It can be held to be offensive, isn't it?
Well, I don't.
So, no,
offending
it-
people isn't against the law, is it?
Yes, it is.
Is it? What law is it
Yeah.
against?
Well, you've got
What law?
You've got a whole thing. You
What?
can cause a breach of the peace by that because people are saying there they'll
Breach
sort
of the
you
peace
out.
is,
Yeah.
is a
And
chance of
public
serious
rights.
violence. That's what breach of the peace is. It's not
No,
about
it's not.
upsetting
It's
people.
not serious violence at
Really?
all.
Really?
Then
Okay.
you've got Public Order Act as well, haven't you?
Yes. What's the wording of the
Causing
public
harassment
order?
or
That?
distress.
Yeah, that's not offence.
No,
Not
it is,
offence.
it's Section 5.
No, you need to be threatening. No, not offence.
Using
It's not an offence. No,
Using
no,
or
it's
threatening
not.
dis-
Offending
words
someone is
or
not against
behaviour
it. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
causing
not offending
harassment, alarm,
someone.
and
That's not
distress.
offending someone. You're talking about someone being offended by what I'm saying. Yeah, that's not alarm, harassment,
That's
or
what I'm saying,
distress.
Daniel. People are being
Yeah,
offended by
I
what
know,
you're
but
saying.
that's okay that they're offended. Welcome
Well, it's
to
not
England.
really.
Yes, it is.
Well,
yes, it is. It's
look,
not against the
okay.
law to offend
Right.
someone. Do
Listen.
you know that they moved the word insulting?
Yeah.
Do you know about that? Do you know that they removed the word insulting after Rowan Atkinson did a whole long thing online about how ridiculous it is that you can't insult people? You can insult people. Do you get that? They removed the
Yes, you
word
can.
from the law,
What I'm saying
so
to
you
is,
can insult people.
Yes, but breach of the peace occurs.
That's what freedom of
because,
speech is.
Listen, freedom of speech, I respect that. But when a breach of the peace occurs,
Yes.
if people are getting angry, so angry
Yeah.
that they might want to come and hurt you,
Yeah.
I can arrest you if I want to.
Oh no, I know you can,
Yeah,
but nobody
so-
has come even close to hurting me. I've been doing this for 10 years.
Mate, I'm a police officer. People standing there going, aren't you going to do something about him?
Yeah, I
He's
know,
really
I get
offended
that,
me."
I get
so I'm
that.
coming up to talk
I
to you
get that.
again.
I get
this
that.
is the second
I
time
get
I've spoke
that.
to
I
you.
get that.
So,
and
I'm asking you
and
really
you
nicely
I
to move
understand,
on.
and I'm happy to move on, right?
Okay,
and
that's good.
And because I can do this in lots of different places, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
difference to me. And what I would think that you should do in these situations is to be really, is to look at them in the eye and say, get yourselves a grip. If you don't like
No.
what a guy is saying,
Listen,
go away.
I'm impartial in all of this.
What do you mean
yeah?
impartial of all of
I
this?
am.
It's
I've got
ridiculous.
to take account what people are complaining to me about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Me and you have had an adult conversation, haven't we?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I'm asking you really politely.
Yeah.
Yeah. To move on.
Yeah.
Okay. I've told you what the potential could be.
Yeah,
Arrest for breach
I
of the
I
peace.
understand.
And I'm not afraid.
You
to
realise,
use
by
that.
the way, even if you do that,
Yeah.
right? Number one, for it not to be a false arrest, it has
Yeah.
to be really within the definitions of a breach of the peace. And
It is.
I would suggest that you need to read what the
I
definitions
would
are.
suggest you don't tell me
right?
what to do. or
Well,
do my
you
job,
don't know what the
because
words
I
are.
suggest
You don't know what
I
the words of the
exactly
rules are.
What breach of the peace is.
You don't know what the words are.
Daniel, I've
Okay,
explained
let
to
me
you.
ask you one
Yeah,
more
I'm
question.
not gonna ask
Are
you
the
this.
words to a law important?
Well, of course they are, because that defines
Exactly.
the law.
So therefore, how can
Yeah.
you say you know what the law is if you don't know the words?
Because I didn't. Because I
You
know
don't.
what
I've asked
definition
you what
of
they are
peace is.
verbatim, and you didn't
Listen,
tell me.
These people had complained to me,
Yes.
and they were going to upset. So
Yeah.
much so,
So
that
so someone getting
one of them even
upset.
said to me, he needs a good slap, okay? Which
Right.
is wrong, obviously. I
Right.
said, no, you're not going to do that.
Right.
Okay? But that's the mood that you were creating.
Right.
Okay? So let's just be adult about
Okay,
it.
I'm
and
happy to move, and I'm
Yeah.
going to move, and I would completely question your authority to stop me doing something because it's upsetting people,
Well-
right? And I believe that freedom of speech
That
is
is what you
a
believe.
joke if you can't say anything that someone
That's-
might not like.
Daniel, I respect you believe that. I really do. What I'm saying to you is,
Yeah.
that I've got to deal with what's in front of me in the breach of the peace.